Bienvenidos, mamis and papis of 21 plus, to our cocktail-based podcast, Kocktail Convo. Yeah, this is me, your host, Victor Quijada with a K. Not Quijada, Victor with a K. I just wanna apologize for the many technical difficulties that are on this episode. This is me letting you know that there will be technical difficulties and a lot of missing footage and the audio that is not the best. However, I do think we did a pretty good job at attacking the points and the different points of view and experiences that we had on the topic that we decided for this episode, and that we're only just gonna get better. Yeah, I want this episode to be the episode where people take us seriously. Yeah, we are sometimes a comedic relief podcast. However, I do think that we are very good at just talking and having a very deep or just a conversation in general that about a topic that has to be talked about, and that I think that is good, and I hope you all enjoy. It's a very enjoyable episode regardless of the technicalities on the video and the audio. However, on the content is very good, and hope you enjoy and don't get drunk. Just a little bit. Bienvenidos, mamis and papis of 21 plus, because this is a Kocktail Convo.
Yo, it's Lizzie.
It's Lizzie with an E with an A.
Lizzie with an E.
It just sounds like we've been drinking, but we haven't. Which is funny, because you already know we're in a good mood, and it's going to get even better as we go through our little mojito right here.
Just one thing, I was against this idea because it's Bacardi, so...
It's Bacardi.
You know,
Bacardi.
after Lewis's first podcast, I just felt like it would be a great idea to do Bacardi, you know?
I was against
Bacardi.
I'm not.
And people are going to start saying Bacardi now.
Bacardi.
That's how we're taking it. Bacardi.
Every time you say Bacardi, I think of Chef Boyardee.
Yeah, Bacardi.
Accent, I don't know.
Bacardi.
Con el accent.
La tilde.
La tilde.
So,
Alright, so today's topic?
¿Cómo le hacen yo?
I mean,
Oh, how's everything, guys?
everything's good. How's your week been?
How's
That's how we start.
how's
the
my
week been?
how's my week
we have
been?
to ask this, brother. We only do this once.
Let me talk about my weekend. I spent the weekend waiting for a hurricane that never came, that completely touched us, which is fine. I'm fine. Like, it's fine. It was raining for like 35 minutes, and then that was pretty much it. And yeah, pretty much. What about you?
It's been chill.
Oh,
you
finals,
know, like
right?
after finals happened, I kind of just wanted to sleep and get everything done and just enjoy my weekend and chill. But that's it. That's it.
It was boring. I was waiting.
You have
Like,
to let
it
your
were
hair
my
down,
plans this weekend. Like,
What?
You have
this
to let your hair down.
hurricane
No?
season. There was no
It's
hurricane
not-
season.
I thought it was
chill
cute.
season.
Oh, it's cute, but you
Chill
told me to let
season.
you know.
I don't know, put my head down.
Oh, your head down.
What about you?
I don't know if you guys have noticed, but we changed studio.
Woo!
We have
Our
a better-
budget.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks, guys, for
So
your
my week has
support.
been of me just moving,
Well, yeah.
and in this new place we bought. Well, I didn't buy anything. Just a better desk for us to have more space to work on,
That's
and wallpaper that cancels noise out, so we don't have
the macheco.
echo.
Oh, that's cool.
No way.
I had to. I was like.
So yeah,
Are you looking at a really nice and tasty dish over here that you're drooling over, or what's going on?
I was talking to my girlfriend the other day. I was telling her how.
Shout out to Pinka.
Pinka.
Shout out Pinka.
I was telling her how a lot of the things that I do that I've been burying myself at was because she is my girlfriend, and she just makes me, she makes me work towards better things so we could have a better life together.
No, not.
Okay. So yeah, with that said,
That's beautiful. That's so beautiful.
That was so cute.
Yeah, I mean,
That was a
Okay.
really cute introduction.
If
to
I
the
was
topic.
like, if I downed this already, I would probably cry from
We'll be
that.
crying
That would be
like,
really cute. That's so cute.
You know what? Like before what you were saying? What you were
Yeah,
saying?
pretty much. We should put filters on our drinks. Yeah.
So with that said, I mean, we forgot. What is the cocktail of the week?
So the cocktail of the week is a lovely mojito made by
Oh, truly.
Ours
ours
or
truly,
yours truly.
yours truly,
Ours.
Nikki Angel, el bartender,
El
So
bartender.
the way of-
el
If this
bartender.
doesn't work out, you already know.
Yeah,
you
the
know where to
podcast
find me.
doesn't work out.
And like in South Beach, like doing bartending.
How
Yeah,
to prepare this mojito? We'll have a cut after this, and you'll see how it's done. Now we're back, as you can see. Why you choose this mojito? Just because this guy wanted
So-
Bacardi, or just choose Bacardi? You chose Bacardi because of Louis, but why you chose mojito?
I chose Bacardi because of Lewis, but mojito because it's just very refreshing, and I feel like you can just drink a lot of it without feeling any kind of too sweet or anything. It's just really refreshing to drink and to just
It's a very lovable
chill with.
drink.
Yes.
Now, with that said, with what I said of my girlfriend, which is the topic of today, and is how does love and relationship affect you? And the craziest thing you've done for love.
There could be the cons and
Who
the.
wants to start, like saying?
It could be the cons and the pros. Cons and pros. There's.
Cons and pros?
Cons and
Oh.
pros.
How have you been in relationships before?
No.
Yeah.
No, not at all.
No, I haven't.
Nah.
Yeah, bro.
That's what.
Like, hey, listen.
Okay.
You gotta
Have you
say-
ever like? It has affected you, obviously. Like, do you know how a relationship or like love affects you as a person?
No, because I never been in one.
Huh?
No, because I never been in one.
Ah, shit.
Okay, end of the
Listen,
podcast. That's
listen,
it.
Because you're like shaking your head.
The same way we're like,
Why are you red?
it's the
Okay.
Bacardi. It's the
It's the
Bacardi.
Bacardi. Jeez.
Lizzie,
Bacardi.
What a
why?
mess.
Ah, it's
Well,
good. It's good.
Amazing.
Okay. So who wants to start? Me?
Since you were already talking about your girlfriend and everything.
yeah.
Yeah.
Open the floor.
I do think.
We have some nice background
You
noise
also
if
tell
you can
me
hear
like,
that.
your best,
Relaxing.
Like, the other experiences,
That thunder,
not only
the
for
rain.
her.
Yeah, I felt like.
Ah,
I
I'm
mean,
about to
obviously,
sneeze.
I've been in
Bless you.
relationships since I was.
That bless you.
Thank you.
I've been in relationships since I was 15. That's what my first relationship
Yeah.
was. And I think the first time, like, obviously, I was 15. My hormones were going through the
Bless you.
Bless you, but Jesus.
Salud. My hormones were going through the roof,
Oh.
and like, I think I wasn't really in love at that point. I just wanted to fuck.
To make love.
Yeah.
Nah,
Intercourse.
it's
Without the
different.
love.
It's
Intercourse.
It's different.
Is it?
Making love and fucking is way different.
Exactly. I just wanted to fuck.
Yeah,
That's-
exactly.
I didn't want to make love. Or probably I did. I just didn't know.
But now if you
Uh,
say fuck, you're gonna have to like whack everything out.
But
Yeah, so my first relationship was also when I was 15, and I feel like it was also my first love kind of situation. I don't think I got into a relationship for the fucking or the making love or the humping. I just, love and everything. And I guess growing up, I just kept seeing like everyone getting to relationships, everyone doing these things, and once I got into high school, it was like, okay, well, I want that too. And yeah. So I just feel like when I get into a relationship, I'm a different person and I get very dependent on the person, which isn't a very good thing. And something that is really important that you need to learn is to be independent and to be able to make yourself happy and be happy on your own. I feel like that's really important to do before you get into a really serious relationship where you have someone that is quote unquote depending on you and you're depending on them. I feel like I didn't learn that early enough, and when I was younger, I just relied on the other person to be happy, and that's super bad. And my mental health back in like high school, which connects with like our last podcast, it wasn't super good. So
So
So you were saying?
yeah, so I got into a relationship when I was 15, and I've been in and out of relationships since then, which I feel like that kind of contributed to the fact that I realized I need to be happy on my own and to learn to be independent and find the happiness within myself than trying to find that within somebody else. And from being in a relationship, I was like 15, and that was like 6 months, and then my next one was like 1.5 years, and the next one was 2.5 years. It was just
And how
constantly
how
in
did
one.
that like did you change as a person? Like did it make you do
More
different
mature?
things that you probably didn't want to do or you didn't know that you would do at like before being in a relationship, and then being in a relationship like changed you in a way? Like did it affect you?
I feel like it didn't affect me too badly. I think maybe in the time when I was in high school and my mental health, I can't say that word, mental health was an issue, and it was very,
Which, by the way, we do have a podcast about mental health. Just check it out.
Yeah, just
yeah,
episode 2.
it's like a good thing and a bad thing because it made me really happy, but then there's a lot of downfalls, and with that it just isn't the most reliable thing when you yourself aren't at your happiest mode or such. And I feel like because I was so unstable mentally, being in that relationship and being in like relationship to relationship, I just felt like I desired to be with somebody. So once the relationship failed, I was with somebody else, and it wasn't good because I never found that time to be happy on my own and to understand myself as an individual.
You start to build like this codependency thing,
Yeah.
like where you just depend on other people in order like for you to like have a drive to do things or like being inspired to like certain things, and that's not good.
But can that trait consider to be like a toxic trait at the same time? Because it could, because you get out from one relationship and you're supposed to like regenerate, like not regenerate, but like get better for yourself. Not like get another relationship and then just
To depend on somebody else.
Yeah.
Isn't that like a considerable toxic trait?
I mean, it could be
It could be better
it
or
could
worse.
be or it could be good or it could be
depending
bad.
on
It's like
yeah.
yeah, because there's a lot of like factors that play into that also, like the fact that it could be really toxic in the sense where like if you're
Still
like
the same
with
person.
if you're like by yourself in your house and like you don't see this person for like a week and you're like crying and shit and like you don't know what the fuck to do with your life, then that's bad. But if you're like good and you're like fine, like you're happy, like you make it work, then it doesn't really mean that like it's really that toxic. But it could like go either way. There's like two different spectrums in regards to
Depending on the
like
person.
that, depending
Yeah.
on the person, and depending on not even depending on the person, because like the name of the topic is that people can change throughout different relationships, because like you might be somebody for yourself in like one relationship, but then you meet somebody else and like you change throughout, like it's kind of like you're in constant change throughout like every relationship and everything like that. It makes you slightly a different person, like you're yourself like to the core, but you're slightly different like in every different situation. So it's like that.
Yeah.
I mean, so we do have a guest on the background. He doesn't want to be shown.
Yeah,
so
but-
we did
Aw.
ask this. Is there also such a thing as being too independent as well? Like not wanting to depend on someone at all?
It can be like, honestly, thank you to the guest. Honestly, yes, it can. Because you could be super independent, because at the beginning, like you're so independent for everybody, but then when you're like in the relationship, like you start noticing, oh, you don't need to be like so, how do I say this word? Like so independent. Like I cannot
Well,
find the
it's
word.
like, okay, to
I
me,
cannot find the word.
too independent, I do think it's bad. Not because it's bad for you, however, it shows like to the partner or boyfriend, girlfriend, that you don't really need them, and in a relationship, it has to be like you got me, I got you.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
could
Like
come off as not
obviously,
caring
if I
as
can
much.
do my things alone, it's for the better, because I'm self-sufficient. However, a person likes to be needed.
Like you want the
Yeah, of
everything.
course.
Yeah.
And like Louis said on the other podcast, the human nature that should be the best human nature is working together.
Then
And if you work together towards a goal, it feels better because you have someone to feel it with, not
you
just
achieve it.
yourself.
Like you achieve
You
more.
don't have
things.
that sense of, okay, hey, yay me, pats on the back, and that's it. No, you have someone to experience it with, to
Yeah.
cry or laugh or
Yeah.
feel all these feelings that go everywhere. And
And
that's my
yeah.
point of view. What you guys?
Yeah, I agree with his point of view. Like you need somebody always there to grow as each other, because at the same time, if you're too independent, how is the relationship is gonna grow?
yeah.
I have an example of like, for example, when I got into college and I was like with somebody like in high school, like back in the day, like it's like what they're saying. It's like, it's something that you really want. Like you want somebody to like, not only like you feel your success for your own and you're like, damn, like I made it into like the school, whatever, like things like that. Like, for example, like you make it into like your school of choice and everything like that. And you're like, yeah, I made it. But then you want the other person to experience that with you and to like share the same emotions that you're sharing. But like, I was in a relationship where like that wasn't the case. It was more of a jealousy type of thing where like I would succeed on something and then the other person wouldn't reciprocate my same feeling of saying like, yeah, like I'm proud of you, like I'm happy for you, like oh my god, like that's amazing, like I'm so happy, like I was with you like every step of the way type thing, and like I saw you grow. No, it was more like, good, that's it.
Yeah.
Like it sucks, because like we as humans, yeah, we're selfish in a way, and like, yeah, that happens. That's kind of like part of human nature. Like slightly, that selfishness is kind of like, yeah, what kind of like distinguishes us. What that thing from like other species or like animals and stuff like that. But like, then there's also that thing where we want somebody to acknowledge us, like all the time. Like we always want somebody to acknowledge, like, not like, we have like this mindset or this way of thinking that, yeah, we know that our family, they love us and everything like that. The famous beanie, you already put it on, so you already know shit's about to get real. It's like when whatever. So like your family is gonna like acknowledge you and everything, and they love you and they support you and everything. Whatever you do at the end of the day, even if it's like something shitty, at the end of the day, they love you and they're gonna support you. Like they're gonna like be like, all right, this is what you love to do, then, and we're gonna support you. But then you also like, you already know that you have that, but you want something that you don't have, like acknowledgement from other people, like people around you, like your friends or like your significant other. If you're in a relationship, like you want that, you want them to acknowledge you, and then that like, it's heavy on you when somebody that like you've been with, or somebody that like you have feelings for, or like something like that, and you like made that commitment to get into a relationship with, doesn't acknowledge you the way that you think like you should be acknowledged, or like at least be happy for you for the things that you accomplish. Like that's just not,
Yeah.
But the thing is, there comes the.
Have you ever been that person?
The person that accomplishes something and the person that accomplishes something and doesn't get acknowledged by their significant other. Yes.
Have you been the one
To not acknowledge.
Never, because I know how it feels to not be acknowledged.
I know me personally, like I also went through that too, where it was around the same time too, like my junior to senior year, where it's like the time where you have to take your tests and everything, like the SAT and the ACT, and you're getting into that point where you're doing like college applications and you're going to get into a school and everything like that. And the person that I was with at the time wouldn't acknowledge it at all, and on the contrary would actually kind of lower me down. And he would basically say, like, I would say, oh wow, like I got this on my test score and I'm like really happy about it. I'm really proud because I can get into a lot of schools with this. And he went and said, oh, well, the only reason you got that is because you were able to take classes. If I had that opportunity, then I would have been able to do the same thing. The only reason you're at where you are is because you have the money or you have the family for it. And it just, he would never say, oh, like, good job. He would be like, oh, well, I could do the same thing too.
Yeah, jealousy and arrogance. Like,
it's
Yeah.
a lot of jealousy.
I understand that. No, well, you always should strive for it to be better. It should be like a healthy competition between the two. I don't think
Yeah.
competition is
and for example,
I think it's
But just like you push each other to be better and to
it's
like
oh,
beat those levels
You-
or
I got an A in this test, and
yeah,
you
you
got
got,
B, and then,
I got a new job. Okay, I get
better.
a new job, so I can help you with your new job. You know.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like it balances out. Like you support each other throughout the way, along the way,
Yeah.
and then even if you, like the other person is not doing the same things that you're doing at the moment, and they're like maybe one step ahead or like one step behind, like you help build each other up, and like support each other and like kind of like share with each other those accomplishments and like
Yeah.
just being there for each other.
But yeah,
Not being
in that
negative.
situation, it wasn't like that because it wasn't even like any kind of positivity. It was just, oh, you wouldn't have been able to get that if it wasn't because of your family or your parents and everything. And at the end of the
understand
day,
that.
like that's not true too because there's a lot of people that have those opportunities too, per se. Like I just took a few classes. Like I just did a lot of practice. Like I put in a lot of work. And that's why I got what I got. But yeah, in that relationship, that was how it was a lot.
Have you ever gave up something because
Force.
someone told you to? Or did you?
Probably that. That was probably the first time because they were going to let me go to LA or select me to go to Leadership Academy
And you said no.
if I agreed to also being the commanding officer, so the first in command. Because I was already second in command and they felt like it was a waste of a spot to go to LA if I wasn't going to go up from that position. And I had the thought of my guy in the background saying, hey, like, I wanted to be commanding officer. I wanted to be first in command. I wanted to have that Leadership Academy silver cord on my shoulder. And, like, that's my chance to, like, proceed in my future and everything. And you could do so many other things kind of thing. And that he said that was his chance. So hearing that and having that in my mind, that conversation that I had with my captain, I was like, no, I don't want it. And it was that along with the fact that, yeah, I was already second in command and I felt like I didn't need to get that first in command for any reason. I didn't need to spend another year in it because I think other people do deserve to be in it and they can gain that leadership experience and I didn't need it per se. But I did say no on the premise of him.
Because of him.
So the
Yeah.
way that your relationship affected your possibilities of doing something cool and like that new experience, and you just let it go because of someone else that asked you. I don't think
That felt jealous because you had something that they didn't. Or
Yeah.
you accomplished something that they just couldn't.
I mean, it's just. I mean, everybody's their own world, but
They have different
I
experiences.
think why would you be with someone to get mad at them for accomplishing?
Yeah,
good
definitely.
things? It's like, what's the point of having a relationship then? Because I want to have a girlfriend that succeeds at life, and I don't even care if she makes better than me. Like, she could be my sugar.
That's my dream goal.
Like,
Oh my god.
Bro,
when you're lazy,
keeping me like
Like, I'm
a baby,
being a baby.
like a baby in the house. Like, bring me, like, hey, here's your $10,000 check.
You beat the housewife.
Yeah, but hey, I'm gonna be the house.
Yeah,
If
bro.
I'm getting a Ferrari, I don't care.
fuck yeah, I'll be a housewife, bro. I'll take care of all the kids, bro.
Bro.
This guy asked me a question a couple of days ago.
What?
Would you get involved with an older woman if she paid for like
I did ask that.
for a year?
that's-
What was it? What was the
For what?
question?
If
For a
you get
year?
a sugar mama, will you get it with another woman? Like with a woman, just an older woman, just because of money?
With like a 70-year-old
Well,
woman
just because of money?
for a year, like be with her for a year and she
Saving
pays for
money
everything and
from
like
her for
everything.
a year.
You're having the money. after that you can sell them, you get more money, and then
You can sell what?
Luke has
what?
look of determination.
Yeah, right?
This
And
is
he
what I'm
wants
going
to
to
get
do.
Oh my.
You'll probably get it though. Watch. He's already like super red from the podcast.
Why?
He's gonna get known.
Let's put this. You have a girlfriend.
Your face is on the shot now. Zoom in onto his face. Zoom in onto his face, and then you'll see that this guy is looking for sugar mama. Sugar mama's out there. This is Lewis.
Oh, lady.
Foxy mama. Sexy lady.
Sugar mama. Oh, babe.
What would you say?
But like, I mean, what if? Okay, question.
You can just put that song in the little.
No, I can't.
Nah,
What?
we're gonna get
Copyright,
copyrighted.
dog.
Unless Masego.
I love Masego, bro.
Masego.
Masego, I love you. You're the shit, bro. You're like one of my like top 3 artists.
No,
Damn, bro.
So what were you saying? I forgot.
I forgot what I was saying too.
Masego.
Masego.
Oh, I was saying Masego, I love you. You're like one of my top artists. If you see this, I don't think you're gonna see this.
Question. I'm sorry.
If we get famous, you might see,
Oh,
You never know, bro. Have you ever shot a mama?
Feature.
Thanks for the patron.
bro.
If you with a girl, if you have a girlfriend, and she
Or
does,
boyfriend.
yeah. Well, if you're a girl, and they let you
Or
get a
whoever
sugar
you're
mama,
interested in.
sugar mama or sugar daddy, you being the one able to get one, will you do it?
What?
Having a girlfriend or a boyfriend?
Oh no, I wouldn't.
You
Not at
wouldn't?
all.
No?
Nah.
No.
I feel like that's disrespectful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pika, you told me to get one.
No!
I will have this deal. I will have with this deal. If I had a girlfriend, I will have this deal with the sugar mama. Like no sex.
With the
because I have a
cougar.
girl. Like if you want, we could make this an open relationship. All 3. And you have to pay more.
You have to pay for the both of us.
Like 2 Ferrari, not 1 instead.
To Ferrari.
To Ferrari, now one. What?
2 is for me, and then. Yes, right.
She gets a G-Wagon, I get a Ferrari.
This is not a camera, but
You already, he already finished his cocktail.
I know.
That's it.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
We're about to get to the half-hour mark. I already finished my cocktail.
Well, let me. Let's see.
Oh, I've been talking too much.
It's like,
But like on the topic that you were talking about earlier about toxicity and if you think that it's toxic trait or anything, I feel like it does depend on the person. I feel like I was a toxic person in my relationships. Like the early relationships, I was very toxic because of my mental health, because I wasn't okay and I was like I was depressed. Like I was in that area of time where I wasn't happy. And because I was like feeding off of the other person's happiness, or I was just like always trying to get that happiness from the relationship, it was too much. That's why my first relationship ended. Once I got into the second one, that toxicity like emanated from me and from the person I was with. And it's not good. So I'm not gonna blame like any, like, I can blame myself for the first relationship. Then the second one, it was just, we just fed off of each other's toxicity and it was really bad. But that's where that codependency really like got intertwined into, because we both felt like we needed each other. But that's why it was just so bad.
but isn't also at the same time, because toxic, you could be a mature person, you could say that you're a toxic person, but at the same time you have to think about your surroundings. Like also your surroundings could be like a toxic like environment.
Yeah.
Like not only you could say, oh, you're the toxic person. I could say, hey, I was a toxic person in my relationship, but you have to see also at the same time, like what's your surrounding, like what's there that's causing that toxicity, because you don't become you're not a toxic person. There has to be like something in the environment that causes you or the relationship a toxic trait.
You think having a relationship is not the same as feeling in love, right?
It's
No.
because falling in love, you're thinking everything about that person. You're like saying, oh, I want to marry with this person, I want to have kids with this person, I want to have a house with this person, I want to have vacations with this person, like far away, like only him and me, she and me, or him and me, whoever, like forever. And yeah, it's weird because you could say I'm in a relationship, like for example, right? hey,
I feel like you're about to cry, bro.
no, this time
I'm about to hug you, bro.
The Bacardi.
Yeah, I've been so serious the whole time. I'm like,
I
jeez.
I I chucked mine actually because it was.
You didn't see me. I was like,
Yeah.
no. Okay, what I was saying.
You wanna do everything.
You're not tasting that Bacardi. That's why you like.
Yeah.
This is the fastest. This is the fastest Lewis has drank any cocktail.
And Bacardi because I'm trying to not
Yeah.
sour the flavors. Like I'm trying to.
But there's no flavor in that.
So what was it? What was I? I was saying that. Oh yeah, it's like it's that you want to be with that person because the relationship is that I could be with you, like you and me, we could be boyfriend and girlfriend, and just last 3 years. But then, what's the meaning of true love? Like, what's the meaning of I want to marry you? I wanna make you my wifey or my husband or whatever.
I mean, to me, I don't think marriage. It's actually a sign of love. I think it's a sign of commitment.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But also,
definitely.
if you feel the love, isn't there a song from no from Lion King?
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
Oh, can you feel the love tonight?
Feel the love
Yeah,
tonight.
no, but
Yeah.
like with me, I thought before, like when I thought I was in love, well, maybe I was, but the way I portrayed it was like, oh, you have to feel these things inside of you when you're thinking of this person, and you're like always excited and all these things, like only of thinking with that person. Right now, I feel like my perspective with love is that I don't want. Yeah, it's good to feel those butterflies in your belly, but
No, keep going.
but to me, love really is when you're just like chill. You know what I mean?
When you're chill.
When you feel calm.
Stable.
When you feel calm,
Yeah.
knowing that you have a person. It's not like, oh my god, I want to be. It's just like, I don't. It's a weird way to explain it because it looks like you don't care about the person, but it's more like you just feel at peace. You just feel at peace when being with someone, like having all these feelings and all these different
Emotions.
thoughts, and you think you're scared. And if you think you're scared because you're gonna lose this person, I don't think that's really love. It's just like I feel like, okay, she's going out. I'm cool. I just wanna see my TV. She will go out with her girls, probably talk to some other guy. But I know, and I'm
You have to
at
be
peace.
secure.
I'm at peace that she
Secure.
she is the one who I love, and regardless of if she, I mean, obviously I gotta trust her. But if she did something wrong and she cheated, because I've been cheated, probably all of us, so I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Or
I've
cheated,
been-
or the one that cheated.
Well, obviously, I learned in my 2 past relationships this thing, but like, even if they did this and if you're at peace with yourself and you know that you trusted them and you did all that you want and like all the good thing, like you gave them the freedom that they deserve, you gave them the love that they wanted, and if they did bad, well, fuck up, but you did good.
You
know, I
did
feel
good
with
yourself,
myself.
yeah.
I'm like, okay, it sucks, it didn't work, some shit happened, but you know what? I'm proud of myself, and if that same feeling is reciprocal with your partner, and they trust you, trusting them, and they don't do anything, and they show you that they're the one for you. I'm not gonna cry. And they show
The
you that
boys
they wanna
in
do.
love.
I think that's the best feeling of ever, bro. Like,
I have done to my boy.
Here's the thing.
I have. Wait,
Pink.
can I say something? I have this girlfriend. we have been like 9 months in a distance relationship, and like
Yeah.
This
every
for you,
day,
Pinka.
bro, every day I just feel more and more in love with her. Like, okay, this is something fun. But guys masturbate, right? And they watch porn.
Wait,
guys, but
Wait, what? What's that?
this is bigger than Bacardi.
Wait, just listen to me. Listen to this.
He's getting serious now. He's coming closer.
Wait, pause. I was making his face like everything was cute and
That was,
everything,
like,
and then the guy was
so
just like,
sweet.
"Well, you know, guys masturbate, right?"
No, but like, wait, let me finish the story. And you watch porn, like you masturbate. My guy, the guest right here that nobody can see, he masturbates.
Girls masturbate
You
too.
masturbate too.
Everybody does.
Everyone
If you
masturbates.
have a pimple, you already know that you masturbate.
We're gonna get some like religious people
I've
into this.
watched porn.
Like,
I've watched porn and masturbated, but when you do that phone sex, I don't
Yeah.
know,
Funk's sex talk.
like I don't feel the same when I do phone sex that when I watch porn, bro. It's so different.
yeah.
Like, cause mainly because I just want to be with this person. How are you guys doing?
Keep talking.
I just want to be with this person, and even though if you're not with them, as long as they are the ones giving you the excitement of are you really?
Jeez, I'm like trying to listen to Victor here. The seriousness.
Make you feel the excitement of feeling love and obviously sex is a big part in a relationship and a love, and that's something that
I can still say it. I can still say it.
having sex and making love, it's obviously not the same. Making love is
making love and having sex. Like I said, fucking, whacking, and
it's one. It could be a one night stand, or it could be.
No, but there's no. Let's talk about that actually.
One night stands.
You know what?
Or not.
Nah, yeah, because we already passed the half-hour mark.
Oh, am I supposed to down this?
40 minutes.
Can we take a break and show you a message from our sponsors so we can get a refill?
Yeah, because we have to come back to our topic again. We're talking about how does a relationship.
Have we all said something about how?
Yeah,
Yeah, what are we saying? What are we covered that day?
In this cut,
we're coming back again.
Just remember, do your refill your thing. Go to.
Do your homework.
Do your homework. My mind and body are on sync.
Are you sure?
This is a Kocktail Convo again.
I'm gonna say shit here.
And we always have a boy giving punches to the air.
Pause. I'm gonna bring it back real quick. You already know, boy.
And we're back from our refill break.
From Big Saku. Or Victor.
Big Saku.
Luis Bacardi. Watching.
Bacardi.
Pies a Trooper, aka Narconator.
Narconator. We have evolved from the time.
Have evolved. He got a little bit of improvement right there.
Jeez, this paper straw.
So any conclusions to how?
No, it's not. It's not a conclusion. It's more of a where we left up type of thing. Like the topic of like what Victor said about making love and then just having sex with somebody just to have sex with that person. Like
one night stand.
It's like you have something to say. Go ahead. What's it?
No.
But like let's go about it like this. Like what's the difference for you between like making love and just having sex just for the like
sex for me? It's just instant satisfaction. It's just to feel satisfaction. However, love, making love. When you have sex, you just wanna come. When you're making love, you wanna feel good and make the other person feel good. Like feel. Yeah, go ahead.
No. It's like not that you wanna come. It's like you wanna feel better for yourself. Not like just come because it's like
that's why you do it.
That's what you
do.
It's
so.
Let me tell you, when you're making love, let me tell you something. When you're making love, when you finish, you will want to keep going and keep kissing and having all these feelings going around. When you have sex or you fuck, you come, you want to know anything about the other person.
That's it.
Basically, one night stand. Like
it doesn't have to be a one night stand because
it's just like you're friends with. Okay, I'm done. Bye. Here's the Uber. Sometimes type of thing.
Here's the
bro. Damn.
The walk of shame.
So yeah, the walk of shame in the morning, the one that you like sleep over and then you're like, hey, your Uber's outside like 6 p.m.
Louis talks.
It's like
Louis talks as if he's done the walk of shame. Have you done the walk of shame? You have done the walk of shame.
No, I'm not. We cannot say nothing because.
What do you mean you can't say nothing? This is an open podcast.
It's classified.
No, this is an open podcast.
Sensitive information.
Just tell a story, bro.
Say it.
Tell your story.
It's too much. Okay, I'm not gonna say some names. But
don't say names. Say it with your chest.
From my chest. Is that Victor and me? We brought like there was one time that we brought these girls to my house.
Oh, I remember that.
Oh, the walk of they had to do the walk of shame. They had to do the walk of shame, not us. It was.
I know that story.
Wait, so you guys were like each in your own rooms doing your own thing, and you're like, bye.
Luis was in his room.
Bruh.
Yeah.
And
We were.
And Luis's dad was on
He
the
was in
side of the
vacation.
living
No,
room.
no.
And he came out outside to the living room, and I was like naked, like hugging this girl. And he didn't know I was there, and he was like naked too.
No.
And he's like, "Oh shit!" And then when he
Hey,
left
like,
to work,
right on, bro.
and then he told Louis like, "I'm proud of you guys."
But that's straight out. You have to
we
call
all
me.
know Louis's dad. It's a nice dad.
Shout out to Lewis's dad.
No, after like a couple hours because we woke up at 8 in the morning because I had to do something. Let's put that confirmation, and Vic had to do something also. So I woke up at 8 in the morning and we the girls left and they were gonna say us something. I was so mean. I was like an asshole and I just closed the door. I was like, it's like I think the girls wanted to say something to us.
No.
And
Bro,
then
no,
after that,
I was like, I had a condom at the time and it broke. And then Luis comes outside and I'm like, bro, you have a
Yo,
condom?
you got one.
And then
No,
he's
I'm
like,
like, I'm
"No,
looking
bro,
one."
I'm looking for one.
because the girl told me that she had, and I was like,
Times, bro.
how does she know?
Wait, here's the thing. Here's something that I want to clarify for like all of you viewers out there and like listeners and everything and whatnot. It might sound kind of weird like for you, but like in our country, I guess like Victor knows about it. I don't know if he was like just like whatever. This is something that I've been taught like for always.
Venezuela.
Like it's just like in Venezuela.
Venezuela.
Not
Venezuela,
even. I
chico.
feel like this should be like an universal like type thing. Never accept a condom from a girl. I'm just saying that.
Bro, I got a story.
I'm just putting
bro.
out that.
Yeah.
Well, you think the girl's trying to
I had
have
this-
a baby
It
with
doesn't
you?
matter.
Bro,
It doesn't matter.
No, because maybe
Like,
they could
just-
poke it and it's a trap.
Look.
I don't think that happens
It
here.
does happen with the Latinas.
I
It's
started-
yes, it happens.
When I
I
started working on my
You never know.
no sé.
Yeah, you no sabes. You're American.
sé.
You're
You never
American.
know.
You're more American than all of us. You have more reason.
So I had this job at the beach, and I got a girlfriend there in the hotel that I was working on. And this, we all had this friend in common. He was gay as fuck. And then at one point he tells me like, "You want condoms? I got condoms." I'm like, "Okay, fuck it, just give me condoms." He gave me one. I used it. And when I came, I noticed that it was poked.
No, what the
Yeah.
And
fuck,
then he started telling everybody that he did that.
bro?
Because he knew. Because when I confronted him, like, "Yo, did you do this on purpose?" He started telling everybody that I used to with this girl, to like get the girl on a bad position.
Yo, that's messed
But
up.
that's messed up. But like, I want to ask you something. Do you want to like kind of like expand more on that? Because that was a toxic ass fucking relationship for you.
Yeah, it was.
That
it
was a
was.
toxic
Regardless
relationship.
of the relationship, if it was toxic, doing that, it was fucked up.
But let me put on some theories real quick out here in the podcast since we're like already like one drink in and everything like that.
1 drink and a half.
Maybe don't you think that it was like a plot against you? Maybe
Yeah,
like from the
because-
girl.
Think about it. It's like, think about it. Like, what
Because
they
like at
say-
the end of the day,
It wasn't the guy.
yeah. But at the end of the day, at the end of the
Yeah, fucking
day,
that shit
you
out.
have to whack that. Completely, you have to completely whack that. But anyways,
The director.
for real, he's just like dying out here, like for real. A shout out to the director,
The
the professor.
professor.
Shout out to the professor right here, like for those of you.
He was waiting for this moment. He
For
was waiting.
those of you that watch Money Heist out there,
Theories.
so theories, maybe because she was toxic and like
Too
I feel
toxic.
like yeah. So like her thing was like maybe
And you believe.
like she was at one point like I feel like she was obsessed with you and like she was like
Willing
like
to do
whatever like
anything.
she
Once
was
you go
too
big,
much,
sir,
like,
you never go
whatever.
back.
Sure, whatever. But
Yeah,
don't you
yeah.
think that it might
Pinka's
have been
handwriting
like
is so cute.
they kind of like
Oh yeah, show the
guys, this is Pinka by the way. I don't know if you.
No,
I don't know if
no.
it's
Bro, it's a
We
movie.
all love
Movie.
Pinka. We all love Pinka.
We all love
Pinka.
Pinka.
We're not talking about Pinka though. We're talking.
No, we're
about
talking about somebody else.
Crazy
Somebody
Alright.
explosive.
Don't you think that maybe like?
You good, bro?
Don't you think that maybe like, since she was that type of person and everything like that, don't you think that she might have talked to this guy?
No, at the moment I think not.
But
But
you
they
don't
were
know?
like really having problems. Like they were like in a two-way war, like two groups, and she was one way, and that guy was the other way, and they were like talking shit about each other and like go at it like.
So he did that to
One-
fuck her up, probably.
Yeah.
her up
Bro,
more than
that's
me.
insane.
But you know,
Because you know that culture. Is
we
like,
all
you
have
know,
to thank Plan B.
Was it?
Really?
We had to do Plan B because I was not
Okay.
at this.
Bro, you know
Yeah.
there's called something. There's something called birth control. You just implement it, or you just take
Yeah,
the
bro, but I
pill.
was using condoms, dog. I didn't know that I needed.
Bro, you could have told me about that in that time. You know, and
No, bro, that's not something you say. You need to respect the girl.
There is
and
a
her
patch.
choices.
There's a little implant.
no, the patches are worse. I've learned that from somebody. Have told me. I know this stuff because this person has told me a lot of
That's
things.
just not something you say.
Because
you
he's
need
been
to,
through
like,
it.
keep the privacy of the girl. You
Mhm.
know, even if she was toxic or not, you know, you need to like respect.
Guys, she used birth control.
How do you?
I feel like that would be pretty cool, honestly. I feel
Oh
like
no, we're
what's
having an
shit going
issue.
on. That's it. We're not
Caput,
recording.
capiche, caput.
Okay. let's do
Ah,
now. Now we have to use
another
Chris's
phone.
I got you.
What
What if we
Use
do
your phone,
one?
bro. I'm
Oh
done,
yeah, your phone.
I'm done using my phone.
He's like, I got the
Brother.
storage for it.
Keep
Yeah,
talking.
bro, I fucking
What was
factory
it?
reset in my
Where were
phone.
we? Where were we?
We're
Oh.
talking about birth control.
No, the burger controls is that there's some burger controls that they're good. Like for example, like the one that they told
And
me
then
that
some
this
that are
person
bad?
told me.
The one that they told me.
No, that
Oh.
person that told me is that this birth control, the pill ones, is that it doesn't fuck up the system of the woman. Like the other ones that you have to put it like, you know.
The IUD, the one that's like inserted up.
Yeah, or the one that goes in
The
the blood system
patch.
because the patch doesn't work
Yeah,
actually.
it's not that
And
bad.
that's a 50-50 possibility.
IUD
Checking
is
it.
okay. IUD is actually really good.
You just need to keep
But
checking.
the one in the
Yeah.
pouch or the one that was the one that goes, you know, right there, it fucks up the system of the woman, and that's bad. But the pill one is 100%.
There's like pros and cons for each.
Because okay, maybe yeah. Also, here comes the mental issues also because if you're a person that has like a mental issue, then that pill will fuck you up. It could be
IUD,
worse or
yeah.
good. It will make you like, it will. Like the person that I was before, like she will do this, and what I will see is that she will become someday she will be good. Before doing that, she was like good, but then out of nowhere, like when she did the pills, it was like her balance, and then she would like eat a lot, and then you'll gain weight. So it's just
Oh.
it's weird.
Yeah, with the pill, it causes like hormonal imbalances because it's just a pill filled with hormones in it.
Yeah.
But an IUD, I feel like it's always pros and cons. I feel like when it comes to an IUD, at least like the benefit of it is that it doesn't mess with your hormones and you can take it out at any time. Like, so if you do have that point in like time that you want to have a child, like,
Just stop. It's fine. I like it better that way, actually.
No, it's like we need to see that time also.
I can see the time.
Where?
Okay, that's
Oh,
a
top.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's a completely cut.
So IUD.
Yeah, so when you have that like point in time that you want to have a child or you're open to it, then like all you have to do is like
Take it out.
take it out. But when you're on the pill, because it messes with your hormones and everything, your body could also become like reliant on it. Or not reliant per se, but like it's used to it and
Accustomed.
you're gonna go through that like kind of change in your body. So when you're at the time where you want to have a child or you're like whatever, then it's gonna take a while because your body's still going through its changes. But IUD per se, you can just take it out and it's fine.
Have you had
But the
IUD?
thing is, it hurts.
No, it hurts.
They,
I
this
had
person
like
told
one
me
of my
it hurts.
closest friends, like she had one. It was like the copper one, and it was really, really painful for her. And
Like
that
putting
kind of
it?
like, no, like when it was in. They said that it will lower in pain as you like keep wearing it in,
someone that has
but
it.
it can cause pain. It's always something with something.
Okay, just keep going. Sorry.
Oh no, that's it. No.
I know someone that has it, but like she didn't really like have pain. Like only when she gets her period type of thing.
But that's the thing. That's
and it
it's different for everyone. You have to
with
figure out
with
what's
the pills,
good for
like
you.
The period is just all over the place. No, I think
it's weird because it's depending on the body. Maybe your like pain tolerance is like so high, and then the other person, the other female or the male, because I don't know, maybe there's birth control for men. I don't know. And
if there was birth control for men, bro, I'll take it.
You know what's the birth control for men? Condoms. Use condoms, guys.
No.
Condoms.
But there's I don't know how to say it in there's like spermicide like in condoms too and everything like that. Oh, there's lube that has spermicide in it too.
Basically, it kills the sperm.
Yeah,
but it's like also kind of
it's a 90 possibility because they say
there's a possibility.
There's like a 90% possibility.
It's like a 90%.
It's hard.
Like it's worse than condoms because condoms are like 99%, and then there's like 1% that like could go wrong type thing. If somebody pokes a hole in it type of thing. But
are you gonna risk it? Like, are you gonna risk that 90% possibility over that 10% possibility? Like, will you risk it? Like,
you never know.
¿Qué de más?
You got a message for someone.
Right.
It reminds me of blue things.
Wait!
And
Shut up!
It reminds me of clouds.
¿De quién?
They can't.
Alright,
They
reminds
can't.
them of clouds. It reminds them of clouds.
It's crazy stuff, no? It's
Wow, the sky looks so nice right now.
I know, right?
Yo, bro, this fucking Isaiah.
Bro, the sky got clear, right? The sky got clear.
The sky, Isaias, is like so
Where were we?
But it's crazy stuff that it's crazy.
The professor.
The professor, right?
Right, professor?
It's like, I'm not here.
No.
But it's crazy stuff that you go through like different relationship and like the things that you do for them and that you don't realize that you're doing so many like drastic things that you would probably never do until you do them.
Yeah.
And you know, with that said, we also have like this. I want to ask you guys this: what's the craziest thing that you've done for love?
Oh. Well, on that topic that you were talking about before, I literally had a guy that told me when I broke up with him that he wished he would have came in me so that I would have to be with him still. Because I would have like the baby or whatever. I feel like there's a better way to term that.
Okay, question: is coming inside for sure pregnancy?
Yes.
No.
So once in a while I can go like.
No, there's some people that they're ignorant and they will say, oh, like, you know, for the guy that he could be wet, they're like, oh, that could get me pregnant. It's like,
That's true
bitch,
too.
are you stupid? Like, are you stupid?
No.
Luisito,
No.
Pre-cum
No.
can get you pregnant.
No, but when you're wet.
Pause. Pre-cum can get you pregnant.
Okay, wait.
Pre-cum can get you paid.
It depends on the
Explain this. I
fertility
wanna know.
of both the girl and the guy. So
'Cause-
if the guy's little swimmers can like get to the point, and the girl can like the girl is like really fertile and can have that, then it
What
works
is it?
out.
The bees and the flowers. Holy shit, bro.
The birds and
Alright,
bees.
the birds and the bees. Yeah, that thing.
But yeah,
Whatever.
not every time that you'll come will guarantee a pregnancy. That's why it's so hard for some people to get pregnant, and it's actually an issue because some people will want to have their babies, but they
here's
can't.
one thing that like some girls are like on birth control and everything like that, but like they're doing it just as a safety measure, but like at the end of the day they might be like, what is it called, like sterile? What is it? What is it called? Like,
Sterile
what
in
is it
Spanish, but
you just
Sorry, I
swallow
just ate a
the
mint leaf.
yeah, you just
I
ate
meant
it.
live.
Whatever. So like yeah, so like they might be like they might not be able to like bear children, and like they don't know
Yeah.
that, but they're just like taking the birth control as a safety precaution. So like it's kind of like hard to like kind of like say that, like it's kind of like saying like, yeah, like, oh, like this guy came in me, like type thing, but then after like a month, like they don't see any difference or anything like that, and it's like, but then after like they get off the birth control, like if like even if they're like they still with the guy or like the guy that they marry or something like that, like whatever, like it's just like they're like, oh shit, like it turns out that like I can't bear any children because like I can't, like it
There's-
happens, like
It could go both
everybody
ways, always.
everybody's
There's a
different.
lot
There's
of
also
factors
like
that come
women
into
that are
play.
like fuck, like we pre-cum, like that's it, like they get pregnant like
I'm
really
not-
really fast and everything like that, so
I'm
it's like it
You're
just
a lucky motherfucker.
like I said before, it's
I'm
like
a lucky
kind of like
motherfucker.
it's like a broad topic and everything like that, and like there's like two spectrums, like there's like one like all the way at the end, and it's like the other end and everything like that. It's like it's really
It depends. Yes.
Yeah.
But
There's
I got
a
a question
lot.
from the director. Do you
The
think
professor.
the
professor.
Yeah, the professor. Do you think you take a piece of each person after relationship wise, like personality trait?
that's
I would tell you because I broke up like a month ago, 2 months ago. It's hard. It's been hard, but whatever. But I feel like yeah, you take a piece of it. Like it's my relationship wise was like 3 years, but I think you take a piece of that person with you in your life, and you get mature with it. I feel like I've gotten mature with when I broken up. I gotten I gotten mature, and I took piece of it. Like I've been more organized. Like before my life, I was organized. But then now, like when this person came to my life, damn, she taught me stuff that I didn't know that guy could learn. And my masculinity, my everything has changed like since then. I'm like, I think that you could take something from the person.
I think exactly like you just said. I don't think you take the person itself. You just think. I think you take an experience and a learning from every person. Like I said, every person is a world, and every person has their attitude. And I think you just learn how to react and how to act in certain moments and situations that come in your life. And I just think you just get more prepared. I do think, I mean, obviously it's very hard for your first love to be the true love. I just think you just get ready over time, which I think just if you're a person that is in a relationship right now, it's your first love and stuff, and it just sadly doesn't work out, don't feel bad with yourself. Just think of this as a learning experience, and that you're just gonna get better, and that you will know what you want, and you will know what to look for somebody, of like what they want from you, and like that you can give. And I think that's the best way to put it, because
it's good. The camera is still rolling, so it's good.
okay, sorry.
I
And
fixed that part.
yeah, like I said, like I said, it's just many things and many experiences that somebody like I know who I am tomorrow, because I know something different. Like this talk like that we're having right now, I'm getting something from it, and I'm gonna have like a different point of view tomorrow, and a different like story. Like I'm gonna know your story and like your perspective. I'm gonna know your story and your perspective, and now I'm gonna get that and like get the best out of it. And now I'm gonna be a different person tomorrow, and that's I think you just if you don't get better by the days, I don't think you're doing yourself a favor, because you're just making yourself you're just stuck in a vicious cycle and in things that don't work for you.
So yeah, that's like I feel like that's like the main point. Like we're in episode 3 and everything, and like you see us like kind of like messing around and everything, and like we're like drinking and everything and getting drunk, and it's like funny and everything like that. But that's kind of like the good thing about our podcast. The fact that you actually get something out of it. Like I feel like you're just not listening to this just to like like go through the motions and like have a good day or whatever, and like take a laugh, like good moment out of it and everything like that. It's like we're actually thinking, like talking about topics that like will make you think about stuff. Like you actually like we're actually being super open about our own personal lives and everything like that, and like experiences
We
that
shouldn't be, man.
you would it's fine because like you will get to the point where like you get to think about like, all right, like this is what's going on through my life and I can relate to this, and like these people have been through like similar situations, or like they may gone like a step further than what I've been through and everything like that. Like I'm kind of like in this situation right now, and like they kind of talked about something that's like a little beyond me, and then I can like take a little bit from it and like learn and everything like that and implement it into like my personal life and see how it goes, and like learn from like not only my own past experiences but like the experiences of like these people that have been going through a little bit more than what I've been through, or maybe like they've gone through a little less, but like you see like people's different point of view and like things that they've been through and everything like that, and it's like, oh, I went through like a similar situation, but this is how they dealt with it and this is how I'm dealing with it right now. And it's really good. Like it's kind of like, yeah, we're like joking around and laughing and everything like that, and we're getting drunk and like whatnot and like whatever.
Hey,
but like at the end of the day, it's like we're getting like open about like certain subjects and certain topics that like it's gonna help me grow at the end of the day. And it's like, whoa, like that's kind of like what I'm taking from this podcast, because like I feel like for podcasts and everything like that, it like it's fun and everything, but you always take something with you from it. And just the fact that we're like speaking about like all of these things and everything like that makes you see that like you're like growing and like everything like that, and like you see the other people growing around you, and like you see how like different paths like come into play into like whatever comes like for the future of your life and everything like that. And it's just like all right, like these people like did this and did that, and like it's pretty like, all right, like that's cool, like all right, I can take a little bit from it, like from like what these people are talking about and everything like that.
Like we were saying, knowledge, man. Like we knowledge each other's like
Acknowledge.
Acknowledge.
Yeah.
At this point, you already know this is the Bacardi Luis.
The
Bacardi Luis.
But okay, like we acknowledge each other's like mistakes, and we could see like what we can make it better. Like for example, I learned from this, like from them three, like I've learned so much things like throughout my years, or even from a director. I've learned so much.
The professor.
I've learned so much things, but yeah, like it helps you, like Mickey was saying, like it helps you a lot. Like it depends. Like for me, I'm just learning right now. I'm the age where I like to learn, then like where I like to observe.
I think,
and then learn.
You know?
Yeah, no.
I think
he just doesn't want to cut you off, man. He's just being polite.
I think if you're a person that doesn't want to learn anymore, like you just don't deserve many things, because you need to be someone.
He's very straight to the point.
You need to be a sponge.
Very hardcore.
You need to be a sponge that just gets everything.
Yeah.
And like take out what you don't need, take in what you need.
For sure.
Like if you're not doing that, honestly, and you're 30 and you're just still like doing these things that are like not giving you a good experience
Example.
or a good learning, a good and like talking
Example,
shit.
real fast.
Like
I'm
you're
not
not
gonna say
taking
like
anything
something
from it.
like example, like when you're 30, you're trying to do like things that you're like 20 years old. Only
Exactly.
things that you're supposed to do 20 years old. That's why I'm like that.
Exactly.
There.
That's just what I meant.
There.
I cannot be doing the same things that I'm doing at 30, 40 that I did at 20, because
Yeah.
I just need to like age with like wine.
Evolve.
just, like-
Evolve with the time.
You also have to know, like, at any age, like, no matter how old you are, you can learn. And even if you are, like, you've had this mentality for your whole life, even if you're at the point where you're 30 or 40 and you're listening to this podcast or anything, like, you know that you can still grow from the situation. And if you've lived a life where you've been in the past or whatever, and you've been, like, stuck into something, you will still keep learning, and you can still keep learning, and you can still evolve and change who you are. And I feel like something that's really important that you have to know is that no matter who you see in life, whoever you meet, you're going to learn something from every interaction you have with somebody. And especially when it comes to a relationship, you spend so much time with them that you're going to learn a lesson, and you're going to learn how to change how you perceive things or how you react to things, because I know specifically with
What
me,
the
like,
heck? Yes, damn. This topic is serious.
I've been
Shit.
so toxic with things that, like,
Take something with us.
I've learned so much from every relationship and every situation that I've been in to know that I need to make sure that I can keep myself in check and learn from every situation that I go through and grow from it.
Real quick,
Could I stop you for a second?
something fast before our
Professor,
directors. Yeah, okay. You go or
you
you
probably hear her voice over the time. He says this: the best investment you ever make in life is yourself. When you're looking for someone to share that with you, you should force someone that compliments you. And I am fucked up.
That's not what the professor
Okay.
said, but
When you're looking for someone to share that with you, you should for someone. Bro, you don't know how.
By the way, the professor is not fucked up. He's completely sober.
Yeah.
so if he writes
Okay,
wrong,
so
it's because of him.
His fault.
Okay, the best.
We're fucked, bro.
Okay,
It's
silence.
all
I need
us.
to read this. The best investment you
Ooh,
ever
what's
make
that?
in life is yourself. When you're looking for someone to share that with you, you should. Bro, what are you trying to say?
You know what? I think he cannot read it. I think he
No, te
cannot.
lo juro que no. I don't know what he's trying to say.
Okay, look, I'm gonna read from the beginning. The best investment you will ever make in life is yourself. When you're looking for someone to share that with you, you should for someone that compliments you and makes you better as you do
Gimme.
to them. You should never look for
Te lo
someone.
juro que no. No sabes lo que está diciendo, bro.
You know what?
He was reading it fine.
Give me. You didn't.
The professor's
Before the
proofreading
point,
what
before
he's
the
saying
point.
right now.
Okay. Before the professor says something,
Okay.
let Mickey says.
Okay,
Wait,
he's gonna
pause.
say.
Ready? Okay,
I got
yeah.
you. The best investment you'll ever make in life is yourself. When you're looking for someone to share that with, you should force. My God, you should look for someone that compliments you. You skipped a word.
You see?
You should look for someone that compliments you and makes
not
you better
crazy.
as you do to
You're
them.
drunk.
Meaning that the best investment that you ever make in life is yourself. Like, you have to focus on yourself and everything like that. But when you're looking for somebody, you have to look for somebody that like helps you out like along
Exactly.
the way and everything like that.
Yeah.
Right? And then you should never look for someone to complete you as you should complete yourself, because you have to be like your own person. You have to
Exactly.
like be independent and grow for yourself and everything like that. You
Yeah,
should
what-
never look for somebody that kind of like it's like kind of like that kind of like lazy
class,
mentality of
chill.
like like this person is gonna help me grow and everything like that and whatever. Like, I just need this person in order for them to like push me and everything like that. Not, you should push yourself. You should grow on your own and everything like that. That's what the professor, man.
Yeah, that's what we talked in the beginning.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, pretty much, the professor just gave us a conclusion. But I was gonna say, the reason why we talked about Mickey is that I was just acknowledging of everything I have. Are you okay? I've been trying to.
No, but like he was saying,
I was trying to acknowledge every of my friends of what I have learned throughout my life. That's why that's where the conversation with Mickey. If you want to know something, that's where the conversation with Mickey came from. Like, I was just acknowledging that I learned something from him super big, like that made me so mature. Not mature right now because you can't even be immature even when you're 70 or like 60 or whatever. But damn, if you're
Like,
70 years
no,
old,
just
you're
like
fucked, bro.
all of them were saying, like, you just need to look for someone that compliments who you are, and you compliment them. They should look for you what they need for them, and you should look for yourself what you need from them, and like just to get better. Our professor is a very fit guy, and he likes to do exercise, so that's why he's laughing.
Bro, I was just looking at him. I was like,
It's just. Damn, I was about to say, like, this girl just finished peeing very quick.
Flash.
Just go. Okay. And that's the thing. It's just very crazy things that happen in life that make you learn, like how to act over the time and how you just make better. Like I said, your first love might not be the last love, and like, but when the time comes, you will know. I think that's a good thing, and like you would learn from them.
Conclusion.
So,
what would be your conclusion? Like each all of us, like a summary. What would be a conclusion to this?
in my sense of like the craziest thing I did in a relationship being that I feel like I really learned that I needed to put my priorities first, especially in this, like, depending on where you are in life. And me being only like in my early 20s, I'm still going through college. I feel like the priority should have been myself in terms of getting through that college education and making sure that I'm choosing the right path that I could be taking, because the person that you want to be there for the entirety of your life needs to be the person that's going to support every decision that you make and be supportive of the best decision that you can make for yourself. So the best decision might not have been staying here for me, but I do appreciate everything that I've gained from being able to stay in this term, and like everything I gained for myself and the learning experiences. But I feel like the biggest thing was like making sure that I can learn to be individual.
I feel like what I said before, like when I was like saying my piece on everything, is that you should really consider like focusing on yourself, like what she said and everything like that, and don't make big plans for the future. Just focus on everything like day by day, because you don't know what's gonna happen like tomorrow. Like it doesn't have to be like, oh, the person is gonna break up with you or you're gonna find out that they're cheating or something like that or anything like that. But like you don't know if tomorrow is gonna be your last day. That's a little bit drastic, but that's how like you should see life and everything like that. Like take everything day by day.
I think the conclusion of this for me will be each day you learn, and the day that you die is when you don't learn enough. Each day just take a little bit of experience. That's it. That's not a short thing for me.
To me, like I said, you should look for peace instead of obviously emotions will be there and you will feel them, but peace is probably the best feeling that there is. And you knowing that you feel at peace with someone, you will just feel better. Obviously you want to have that spontaneity and that crazy crazy just randomness that will go. Obviously you need to have a comfort zone, but give the window for spontaneity, because the spontaneity will give you something else, something different, that it will just not be a routine, but something that you would not expect and will just add to the relationship. I think that's the best thing. Obviously you need to have peace, but you need to have a window for something different for you to learn. That's my take. I think that's the point to have it. Obviously I'm 21. I don't know everything in life, but what I do know in the 6-7 years of love life that I've had is what I can give you right now. And if you want to take it. If you're my age, please just listen to all the four of us, because it's something that you will just learn. If it doesn't go with you, just take the little thing that goes with you. Just take the little thing that will make your love life to be better, and yeah, I think that's it. It's crazy how all of us, everything that you do in life, work, things, is just for you to have someone to make love, not to do even those, not to make sex, but to do love. You look for a stability, for a maturity.
Yeah.
For you to make love with someone that will make you feel better, because I think making love is the best feeling there is in life.
It is.
That compliments you, because if there's something like hateful sex and all these things, yeah, it will give you satisfaction, but it's 30 minutes and that's it.
You know when it's hateful sex? I just realized. Last thing, hateful sex is only when you're like breaking up. I feel like hateful sex is when you break up and you just have that intense sex that you think everything's gonna be okay, but in reality, you're just having sex, just the hate of it, like just to like take out everything negative about you. That's it.
You think sex is not the fix to problems.
Now, Hachi, what do you have to say?
Danny West. Kanye West.
Did we talk about that last episode?
Se lanzó Kanye West.
He said it.
And I think that's concluded. In next episode, who's gonna be the host of the drink? This guy.
Thank you for tuning in to Cocktail Convo.
Episode 3.
Yeah, episode 3. You already know.
I was a little drunk when I was saying this, so it didn't come out right.
I already know. The Bacardi
I've
already
been
hit
drunk
me.
since the 20-minute mark, bro.
No, the Bacardi already hit me. Like, it's my weakness. Like, director just put a...
Okay, Mr. Professor, you want to say something without your face showing?
No? He's shy. He's
Bitch,
still shy.
nigga, that's what's up.
So this is Cocktail Combo of the week, episode 3. Tune in us in episode 4.
Woo!
There we go.